Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we've got a ball game here. It's September 4 now. And this is the first game and the first date of intra-league play. And I see Kathy Harden. Is that Kathy Harden there? That is Kathy Harden. Good morning. A nice surprise. Oh, well, what can you do, Kathy? You know, I have nothing else to do right now in life. And this is the first game of September 4. And it's also, we're back to intra-league play. And for the rest of the season, it will be intra-league play. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up this. I have not even set this up. And I'm going to have a leisurely morning here with coffee and set this this ball game up for the White Sox at the California Angels. It's a 4-game series. Maybe I just need to practice being strong. Maybe that's what it is. So crippled with fear and depression, why not just be strong? And deal with whatever happens. It's going to be Tommy John for the White Sox and Rudy May for the California Angels. I'm going to just throw these in here. Quickly set it up, and then I'll go through the lineups when I put in the fielding ratings. And we're so glad to have you all here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network here. Left, right, center, short first, third, second. Angels won this one, 1-0. Uh, you know, Kathy, it hasn't been released yet, has it? I don't think it's been released. I think some people care. I don't think there's going to be, it's not clients. It's not, I mean, it's not, I think it has to do, that's what I've read. It has to do with other people who are not involved in the sex issues. But I could be wrong, Kathy. I have been wrong so many times. That's what I think. We are way past caring about morality. Such a sick world. My Lord. Right now we're hearing that there's reports. Oh, there was an explosion in Iran, over 100 dead. I don't think, it's not out yet though, I don't believe. I do not believe that I do not believe that list has come out yet. I thought it was going to be yesterday. I don't think it's out yet, the Epstein list, or I would have heard about it. Oh. Ah. Two left-handers, Tommy John and Rudy May. Kathy Harden will take the California Angels here. We're gonna have to have removals again, Kathy. If he doesn't watch himself, there's security right there to remove him. Let's look at our opening lineups. It's Walt Williams leading off left field. I'm in no mood. Mark Levine, I am in no mood for horse shit, okay? So if you want to be part of our community, cut the shit, will you? How old are you? 12 years old? That would explain everything. Walt Williams in left, Louis Aparicio at shortstop. How old are you, Mark Levine? Are you 12 years old? You sure seem like it. What's your age? Ron Hansen at first base. Really, I'm gonna remove you from this if you can't be here like a regular person without your bullshit remarks. Okay? I'm in no fucking mood. You want attention? Act like a normal person. Bill Melton at third base. Okay. Just cut the crazy, stupid remarks. Well, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Otherwise, I removed you a couple times. You come on here, you throw in horseshit remarks. You can't relate like a regular person. We're gonna have to let you go. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm, not being considerate for your feelings, but I'm a person too, okay? Ken Berry in center. Oh, at least I laughed. Oh, really? I don't know what it is. You come on and you just spew nonsense. I understand kidding around. We do that all the time. But your stuff is irrelevant nonsense. You're not sorry. You keep doing it. Okay, I'm not going to stand for it. Now, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt because I don't think you mean harm. Ordinarily, we get security and we just have you removed from the ballpark. And maybe it's something else. Maybe you have some sort of disorder or something. I don't know. But oh, Christ Almighty, Mark Levine. God, what kind of guy is he? Coming on here, shit. Really? Oh, God, it's funny. All right, let's get back to the ball game. Let's play ball. Let's start fresh, okay? Let's start fresh here. Two left-handers, Tommy John and Rudy May. The lineups are pretty much the way they usually are. Those of you who've been with us, I'm not going to go through the lineups. This is intra-division play for the first time in a long time. And it's good to get back to that intra-division play, playing within the division. Both of this is a meaningless game. And the California Angels take the field. It's Rudy May on the mound. It's okay, Mark. You can stay. It's fine. It's just you can relate like a regular person. You don't have to be doing some silliness all the time, okay? You can relate like a normal person. Okay, well, if you're old, sure is. I don't know how old you are. I'm 65. Rudy May on the mound for the Angels. Kathy Harden for the Angels. And Walt Williams leads it off. Here's Rudy May now. He's ready. Two left-handers. The pitch to Williams. That's going to be 1-7 left-handed. Base hit Williams to lead it off. Williams is on. Let's not forget he's a 303 hitter, 304 hitter with 471 at-bats. Here's Louis Aparicio now. May from the stretch now, the pitch. And Aparicio lays it down. He's a B bunter now. That'll be 5B. That looks like a beauty. It's hit back to May, and his only play is to second. And Williams goes to to first, I'm sorry. His only play is to first, and Williams goes to second base. So just like that, the White Sox have a runner in scoring position. And here's Ron Hansen now. Oh. Here's May now. And the pitch to Hansen, 2-7 left-handed, walked him. So May has put two runners on. It's first and second, one out. And Bill Melton is the batter. Here's May now. And the pitch to Melton. That's 4-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, that was a big strikeout, I would say at least. So it's 2 away. And May trying to get out of this. Hansen on first, Williams on second. It's September 4. In our 1969 replay, Don Pavlitic is the batter. The American League is basically all sewn up. In fact, I think these teams are close to clinching. They are. I'll look at that in a moment. Here's Rudy May now. And the pitch to Pavlitic. That is 3-9. Left-handed. Fly ball center field. And Johnstone, the prankster, with a hop, skip, and a jump, makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs. One hit, the walk. Both left on. After a half, it's Chicago White Sox, nothing. And the California Angels coming to bat. I'm going to get some more coffee here. It's way too early to be doing the weed. Lord. Six. Well, there's Baltimore and Detroit have approximately 26 games left. And Detroit is 22 and a half out. So, I mean, they are, I don't want to figure that out, but the magic number is somewhere in the area of 5. Okay. Actually, no, 90, 120, 130, 640, 656. Yeah. Yeah. 91, 21, 36. Yeah, in the neighborhood of 5 games. Let's get some coffee. All right, Mark Levine, no problem. I apologize for my being short with you earlier this morning. I am sorry. You do you. Okay, you do whatever you want to do. Maybe it's no harm. We'll just, we could ignore it. You know what I'm saying? If we don't like it, we could ignore it. and I do my own stuff too, occasionally. So who am I to? So I apologize. I'm very depressed and unhappy. So there's no reason why I should take it out on you. At least you're here. At least you're fucking here. Okay? Oh, think of the people who don't even give a shit enough to come here. Oh. Oh. Oh, I need to use the lavatory also. I think I can get through this half inning. Here's Tommy John now. What a... Oh, Lord, she's looking better every day. Here's John now. Alomar leading it off, switch hitter, batting right. Tommy John, the wind-up and the pitch. That's 3-9, left-handed. It's a drive hit out to left by Sandy. It's going to be extra bases, a double for Alomar to lead it off. A 3-9 double to left. Thrown in by Williams. And here comes the prankster, J. John Stone. John from the stretch now. 2-8. Grounds it back to John, holding Alomar at second, throws it to first, and that is one away. Here's Fregosi. It's 1 out, Alomar on second. Bottom of the first here, no score. A meaningless ball game in our 1969 replay. But we're back to intra-divisional play, which is a good thing. Here's Tommy John now, the pitch to Fregosi. 5-5. Right-handed, hit well to left. Going back is Williams, and he makes the catch. That was hit well by Fregosi. It was a 5-5 right-handed and home run 1-4. It was a 5. So that'll be 2 away. Alomar holds at second. And here's Rick Reichart. Here's John. And the pitch 2-5. He walked him. John loses Reichart on a base on balls. First and second, 2 down. And here's Bubba Morton. The pitch to Morton. That is 1-4, left-handed, pops it up to second base. That's for Knopp. And Knopp makes the catch. And the side is retired. Now I don't need to use the lavatory. Isn't it funny how that happens? No runs. One hit, the double by Alomar. Reichart walked. Both were left on. We've gone one. It's a scoreless ball game. And Rudy May comes on out here. Rudy has won 6 on the season. Tommy John has won 10. It's going to be Buddy Bradford to lead it off. All right, Rudy May, the windup, and the pitch to Bradford. That's 6'9", right-handed. Struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Rudy May. Here's Knopp. 1 out, nobody on. May winds and deals. That is 4-9, right-handed. Walked him. Knopp is on. And here's Ken Berry. Here's May now. The pitch to Berry. That is 5'7", right-handed. Fly ball right field. And Morton makes the catch. 2 away. And Tommy John is the batter. 2 outs with Knopp on first. Here's May now. 4-9. Tommy John, right-handed hitter. And he walked him. He walks Tommy John, Rudy May. And that'll be first and second with 2 outs. Boy, this pen is lasting forever. Lord, I haven't seen ink in here. God. 2 outs, first and second. Clutch situation here for Walt Williams. May from the stretch, and the pitch to Williams. That is 2-5, left-handed, grounds it to short, scooped by Fregosi. And he throws to Spencer. And that will retire the side, so May gets out of it again. No runs. No hits, 2 walks, both left. We are in the middle of the second. It's a scoreless ball game. Now I will use the lavatory. Hey folks, Jeffrey Guterman, and we are glad to have you all. And I'm just trying to cope, folks. I'm trying to cope with life. I have several issues that trouble me very much. I worry about my son. I worry about money. I worry about taxes. And all I can do is the best I can do right now. So there's no one's having their balls cut off. And Tommy John is coming out for the White Sox. It's a scoreless ball game. This is the first of a 4-game series. Boy, I'll tell you, Bob Menendez is in big, big trouble. Lord. Who would have thought he is such a corrupt bastard? God. Who would have thought? I never suspected any such thing. There was when he was acquitted a few years ago on charges. It's going to be Aurelio Rodriguez. He got hit by he was a pedestrian walking in the streets of Detroit, got hit by I think it was a drunk driver, I'm not sure, and got killed. And I mean, life is cheap. That's the way everybody had their hands in his pockets, absolutely. Okay, John is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rodriguez. That is 2-6. Left-handed, struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Tommy John today. 1 down. And here's Jim Spencer. We'll get some more coffee in a moment. Spencer, left-handed hitter. This will be lefty-lefty now. Here's John into his windup. The pitch to Spencer. That's 5-5. Left-handed, hit well by Spencer. But catching up with it at right field is Bradford. Oh, what a catch by Buddy Bradford. Oh, Lord, and he had the power. It was an end home run, 1-10, but it was an 11. Them's the breaks right at the warning track. Buddy Bradford makes the catch. It's two away, a long out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Joe Askew. We'll get some coffee right after this half inning. Here's John now. And the pitch to Askew. That's fine, Mark Levine, no problem. 5'10", right-handed. Grounds it to third for Melton. And he throws it across to Hansen at first. And the side is retired, a 1-2-3 for Tommy John. And we've gone 2. And it's a scoreless ball game. Looking ahead on our schedule. Our next game is Baltimore at Detroit. And that will be Tom Phoebus for the Orioles and Earl Wilson for Detroit. Just keep them coming, Mark Levine. You're doing good now. We're going to need water and milk. Water and milk. Let's check out the coffee. The coffee should hold us, well, to play it safe, we'll need coffee also. We'll do that later. We have enough now, though. Rudy May now on the mound for the Angels. It's a scoreless ball game. And Louis Aparicio will lead it off. Oh, it's good coffee. Blonde Silk. Yeah, is it light though? I don't like a coffee too light. I get what's on sale. I get either Folgers or Maxwell House. They both go on sale. And I like them better than the premiums. I don't know why it is. It's just my taste. You know what I'm saying, Kathy? I'll look. I'll consider it. I go for what's on sale. Here's Rudy May now. The wind up, the pitch to Aparicio. That's 4-8. And he walked him. So Louis Aparicio draws a base on balls to start off the top of the third. He's an A. He'll be a 1-13. Here's Ron Hansen. You got Blonde Silk. You like that, huh? It sounds kind of light to me, though. Okay, May working from the stretch now. And the pitch to Hansen. That's 2-8, left-handed, struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Rudy. One down. for Bill Melton. We're a scoreless ball game here. Oh, that tastes good. Okay, May gets the sign. And the pitch to Melton. 2-5 left-handed, struck him out. That's 2 strikeouts in a row here. And the 4th for Rudy. 2 outs for Don Pavlicich. Ooh. Rudy from the stretch. The pitch to Pavlicich. That's 5-4 right-handed. Catcher X. That's our first X. Askew 3-2. A very smooth ball game. It's an E2 for Pavlicich. I'm sorry, on Askew, E2. That's 6-11-13. That's going to be a PP. Clean. And he pops it up. Oh, wait a minute. If runner's on base, it gets past Askew. That is a passed ball. And Aparicio goes to second. Askew couldn't get that. That could prove costly. Aparicio now in scoring position with 2 outs. Pavlicich is still at the plate with a 2-2 count. Okay, May trying to get out of this. The pitch to Pavlicich. That is a 4-12 right-handed, grounded back to May, X. He's a 348. It's a dribbler right to May. E48. Let's see if he handles it. 6-12-17 on an E48. Whoa. Oh, it's an E2. It's a G1 E2. Oh, my. He boots it. It's a 2-base error, and Aparicio scores. Oh, my, what a costly error. A 2-base error by May. And it's unearned. And that'll be a 1-0 ball game. A 2-out error by Rudy May. Oh, my. A 2-base error. I don't know how that happens with a pitcher. We can imagine. A throwing error. They booted it with a throwing error. Who knows? In any case, Pavlicich on second. After the pass ball, mind you. And the run scored. Here's Buddy Bradford. Very realistic. Now May trying to get out of this. The pitch to Bradford. That's 1-8 left-handed, struck him out. He struck out the side, but an unearned run. No hits, a walk, the 2-base error, the very costly error by Rudy May. And we're in the middle of the third. It's White Sox 1, Angels nothing. Very realistic. I mean, something like that could easily happen. And Rudy May will lead it off here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 White Sox. And boy, have the Angels fallen. They're 11 games under 500. They were just about playing 500 baseball in early August, and they have really fallen. Well, here come the Angels. It's Rudy May leading it off. Here's John now, the windup and the pitch to May. That is 2-6, and he struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Tommy John. Now Sandy Alomar. Switch hitter batting right against John, the southpaw. Here's John now. The pitch to Alomar. 5-5 switch hitter batting right. Oh my, hit with power, but he does not have the power. And anyway, it's tracked down by Williams in left. So that'll be 2 outs. Nobody on. Again, 5-5 switch hitter batting right, and it was a fly to left. 2 outs. And here's the prankster. Prankster Jay Johnstone grounded to John in the first. Here's John now, and the pitch, that is a 6-6 left-handed base hit to right for Johnstone. Got a hold of that one. Johnstone on first, 2 outs. Here's Fregosi now. Here's Tommy John now. The pitch to Fregosi. That's 2-4 left-handed, fly ball right for Bradford. He's under it, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone 3, and it's a 1-0 ball game here at the Big A in Anaheim. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network with Kathy Harden. Indeed it is. It's 1-0 White Sox after 3 in the first of a 4, dated September 4 in our 1969 replay. And this really matters to me, this replay. It may not matter that much to you, but this is about all I got, other than Kathy Harden, cannabis, coffee, and some other things, persons, places, or things that I'd rather not mention. Well, Rudy May comes out. His error with 2 outs last inning brought home the only run in this ball game. It's 1-0 White Sox in this ball game right now. And I think this might be a good time to refill with the coffee as Bobby Knopp leads it off for the White Sox. Okay, May is ready. Knopp in the box. He walked in the second. Here's Rudy, the windup. It's 4-2 right-handed. Fly ball left field for Reichart. And Reichart makes the catch, 1 away. Now here's Ken Berry. Here's Rudy. And the pitch, that's 2-9, left-handed, fly ball left again for Reichart. He makes the catch, 2 down. And the pitcher, Tommy John, he's a 1 WR. Here's Rudy now. 5'8", right-handed. And that is a double down the line for Tommy John, the unlikely. Off of May's card. It was a 5'8", double 1 to 5. It was a 1 into left center field. Johnstone catches up with it, throws it in. Are you talking about in this replay or in general? About Chicago attendance. Kathy asks, I wonder if the Cubs are the bigger draw in Chicago. I would think so. In this replay, yes, they're in this race. Cubs are, I mean, granted, not very close, but, in general, it's a good question. They're 10 games out, so, White Sox are 40 games out in our replay. My guess would be the Cubs, but, it's just a guess. But you have your people who are White Sox fans, not Cub fans, and vice versa. So a 2-out double by Tommy John and Walt Williams is the batter. Rudy trying to get out of this again. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's 5'6", right-handed, and he grounds it to short. Fregosi has it, throws it to Spencer at first, and the side is out. He gets out of it. No runs, 1 hit. The unlikely double by Tommy John, and he was left on base. We're in the middle of the 4th, and it is a 1-0 ball game. This score was 1-0 in real world, but California won it. Obama was a White Sox fan. I was going to mention that. Exactly. They have their just like in New York, Mets, Yankees. Except I like both. I'm way past that kind of rivalry. Well, here's Tommy John now. Tommy John on the mound, throwing shutout baseball. Me too. Here's Rick Reichert. I root for both. Rick Reichert leading it off. Here's John now, the wind-up and the pitch. 6-12, right-handed, grounds it back to John. He's a 1-0. That's pretty good. No errors. And that will be, he throws it out. 1 away. Now here's Bubba Morton. And Steve Aquilung has arrived. It's a very early morning at 8:04 in his neck of the woods. Strat-O-Matic never sleeps. It's 1 out, no one on. Bubba Morton at the plate. Here's John. 6-6. And it's a base hit by Bubba. Bubba with a single. A 1-out single by Bubba, 6-6, off of John's card. And Morton is on first. We could be interrupted if I get a phone call. And if that case, the rule of thumb is always that I will likely restart the broadcast. Just go to my landing page, subscribe, you'll always be It's 1 out, Morton on first, Bubba at the plate. Here's John from the stretch. The pitch to Bubba. That's going to be 6-10, right-handed. That's a grounder to third X. Melton, 326. That's a re-roll. 326, 9-3. G3, E26. That's 4-8. And that's a clean G3. And that will be with a runner on first, advancing. So Melton throws Rodriguez out. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, shit, that was Rodriguez. Fortunately, it was on the other card. It was on the pitcher's card, so it doesn't matter. It would have been the same. They're both right-handers. It's 2 outs. Bubba on second. And here's Spencer, clutch situation. Here's Tommy John now. The pitch to Spencer. 4-8 left-handed. Base hit. That's going to score Bubba. It was a 4-8 left-handed single 2. Bubba comes home, and that's going to tie up this ball game. A clutch single by Jim Spencer with 2 outs, and Bubba on second coming home to tie up this ball game. Big hit by Jim Spencer. And here comes Joe Askew now with Spencer on first, 2 outs. Oh, he was a good first baseman. Hell yeah. Didn't he play for the Yanks? Didn't he go to Texas? It was a nice hit by Spencer. 2 outs now, Spencer on first. Here's the pitch to Askew. That's 4-5 right-handed, and he flies it to right field. That's for Bradford. And Bradford makes the catch, and the side is retired. But there was 1 run. On the single by Morton, he moved to second on Rodriguez's ground ball. And then Spencer knocked him home. He was left on. After 4, it's a 1-1 ball game. And we're going to head over to the top of the 5th here. It's going to be Rudy May now. And Louis Aparicio will lead it off. It's a 1-1 ball game. Who do you remember Askew playing for most of the time? Steve, if I may ask. I could look it up, but I don't know. It's going to be Aparicio, Hansen, and Melton here in the top of the 5th. And by the way, Steve, this is the first game of September. Oh, Cleveland. First game of September 4. And not only that, we are now back into intra-division play for the first time in a long time. I think all of August was interdivisional, right through September 3rd, and I think they set that up for the pennant races. Teams play other teams within their division only, and this is where the going gets good. It's going to be Rudy May facing Aparicio, and I think I'm going to look to see if there's some more coffee now. There is just a little bit here. And gosh darn it, I'm gonna make some more because it's a little too early to start with the other stuff, Kathy, although I could do it after noon, after 12 p.m. And when I look ahead to get the next ball game, which is Baltimore at Detroit, and that's going to be the first of a 4-game series. And Detroit, by the way, is 22 and a half out. If they sweep the series, whoa, they'll be 18 and a half out. Whoa. It's medicinal. Absolutely. We will make coffee for this game, some more. And then we will, after the game, go out, get the milk, water, and coffee. Rudy May was a great pitcher, Steve. He really was. Here's Louis Aparicio to lead it off here for the Chi-Sox. We've got a ball game here. It's a 1-1 game. Aparicio at the plate. Here's May now. And the pitch, 5-10, right-handed. Fly ball left field. Right card under it. 1 down. And here's Ron Hansen. Hansen walked and struck out by May. 6-6, right-handed, grounds it to third for Rodriguez. And he throws to Spencer for the second out, 2 away. And here's Bill Melton. Two outs, nobody on, top of the fifth. We're in a 1-1 ball game here. First of a 4, White Sox at Angels. September 4 in our 1969 replay. Here's the pitch from May to Melton. That's 4-7. And he struck him out. A 1-2-3 inning for Rudy. That's his 6th strikeout. And we're in the middle of the 5th. It is a 1-1 ball game. Two left-handers going at it. I think we are in need of a little repair here because this rip will continue to work its way up. So we're going to get some Scotch tape here. We don't have a lot of tape left, but isn't that like everything? And that'll have to do like that. Here's Tommy John now, leading it off. Rudy May, I'm sorry, facing Tommy John. Okay, John on the mound here. It's a 1-1 game. Here's the pitch to Rudy. 3-8, struck him out. That's the 3rd for John and the 2nd time May has fanned. This game matters to these players because the purse monies received by these players have to do with their standings and their record. So don't think this doesn't matter to them, even though they're each, look at that, Chicago 40 games behind the first place Twins. Alomar steps in. They didn't get paid like today's players. Here's John now, the pitch to Alomar. That's 3-8 left-handed. It's a base hit by Alomar. His 2nd hit of the ball game. And he will be a 1-2. Whoa, he'll be a 1-15 stealing. Being held 1-15. with Pavlitic at +2. And here's Jay Johnstone with 1 out. Here's John from the stretch now. The pitch to Johnstone. There goes Alomar. Whoa, and he's safe. Alomar steals second. And that'll put him in scoring position here. He got a good jump on that. So Johnstone has a chance to do something here. Tommy John now. Lefty, lefty, the pitch to Johnstone. That is 6-7, left-handed. Grounds to second X. That's going to be Canop, 216. Pretty good out there. 216, 5-2. It's a G3 pound. No one being held. Infield not in. Canapa 16. That's 5-7-8. It's going to be a plain G3 with a runner on second. And the runner advances. Alomar goes to third. Canop throws Johnstone out, and Alomar goes to third. And that means it'll be a clutch situation for Jim Fregosi here. John's endurance is 8. Rudy's is 7. Here's John now, trying to get out of this. Fregosi 0 for 2, and the pitch from John. That is a 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball right X. That's going to be for Bradford, a 2-11. It's a fly ball F2, E11. Should be able to get this. 11-14 on 11. It is, and he makes the catch, Bradford. Nice catch by Bradford. The side is retired. It's no runs, 1 hit, the stolen base, and then move to third left on. That's Alomar. We've gone 5, and it is still a 1-1 ball game. It turns out to be a very good ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm going to step outside for some fresh air just for about 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll continue this ball game. Have to check a voicemail. Sorry about that, people. Okay, Kathy Harden, we're sorry to see you go. And you have a great day, Kathy Harden. Take care, okay? Thanks for being here. I'm going to make some coffee here. And we'll get going with this ball game. We're so sorry to see Kathy go. It's not the same without her. We're going to have Rudy May come out, pitch to the White Sox, top of the 6th. And we'll get started with that as soon as I make some coffee here. And it will be Don Pavlicich coming up to hit. Stand by, people. Okay, the coffee is brewing, and that means we're ready to continue. We'll sneak a cup in due course. Here's Rudy May now. He's allowed 1 run, 2 hits. He's walked 4, struck out 6. Top of the 6th, facing Don Pavlicich. Now here's Rudy now. The pitch to Pavlicich. That's for 4 right-handed, fly ball center X. That will be for Johnstone, 3-7. Whoa, it's going to be a D2. Looks like it's going to get in there for a hit. He's an E7, that's 11-16. It is a double, a leadoff double by Pavlicich. He reached on the error by Rudy, which set up the lone run for the White Sox. Now he doubles to lead it off. Here's Buddy Bradford. Bradford 0 for 2, struck out twice. Okay. May from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bradford. That is 5-8, right-handed. And that is a fly ball to center going back Johnstone, and he catches up with it. Makes the catch, throws it in. Pavlitic holds at second. 1 down. And here's Bobby Knopp. Knopp steps in the batter's box. Okay, here's Rudy now. And the pitch to Knopp. That's 5-3 right-handed. It's a grounder to first X. Spencer, 214. E14. That's 8-11. And he takes it to the bag. Let's see on that G1 with a runner on second. He will advance, Pavlitic. Spencer took it to the bag. And Pavlitic is on third with 2 down. And here's Ken Berry. Clutch situation for Berry now. The pitch from May. That's 2-8 left-handed. Grounds it to short. Fregosi throws it to Spencer. And the side is retired. So again, no runs. The leadoff double by Pavlitic. He was left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 1-1 ball game. Tommy John on the mound. We're going to sneak a cup. Here's Tommy John on the mound. He's allowed only 1 run. 5 hits. He's walked 1, struck out 3. And Rick Reichart will lead it off here for the California Angels. Bottom of the 6th, we're all tied at 1. Here's John now. And the pitch to Reichart. That is 5-9 right-handed. Struck him out. That's the 4th for Tommy. And here's Bubba Morton. Okay, John gets the sign. The pitch to Bubba Morton. That's 6-9 right-handed. Fly ball center for Berry, who makes the catch, 2 away. And here's Aurelio Rodriguez. 2 outs, nobody on. John into his windup, and the pitch to Rodriguez. 5-7 struck him out. A 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts for Tommy. We've gone 6. It's a 1-1 game. Maybe meaningless in the design of the pennant races, but it matters to these clubs because of the monies they get depending on their record. Rudy May now. This is his first endurance inning. John's is the 8th. And Tommy John will lead it off. Here's Rudy now into his windup, and the pitch to John. 1-11, and he struck him out. And that's the 7th strikeout for Rudy. 1 down. And Walt Williams comes to the plate here. He's 1 for 3. Opened up the game with a base hit. Rudy winds and deals. That is 6-8, right-handed. And that's a base hit again for Williams. A 6-8 single. Williams now the go-ahead run on first with 1 out. And Louis Aparicio is the batter. Hansen on deck. Here's May now. The pitch to Aparicio. That's 1-9 left-handed. And that is a double down the line. Williams rounding second, goes to third. So the White Sox getting something going here. 1 more hit or walk. Rudy is fatigued. Tatum pitched in Real World. It was a 1-9 left-handed, and it is a double. It's second and third, 1 out. And here's Ron Hansen. Rudy trying to get out of this. The pitch to Hansen. That's 1-8 left-handed. Base hit to right. This might score 2. Williams scores. Aparicio goes to third. They probably will cut it off. Yes, they will. Aparicio scores, and Hansen holds it first with a huge 2-run base hit here to lead off the 7th, and that's it for Rudy May. Big hits. That's it for Rudy. Rudy is fatigued at 6 1/3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs. One of them is unearned. And it's not going to be Tatum, given the situation here, with him coming up next inning. Bill Melton is due up. It will be Eddie Fisher. They could use Tatum later if needed and if appropriate. Eddie Fisher taking his warm-ups here now. Big 2 runs. It's 3-1 now. Okay, Fisher is ready. Eddie Fisher of the Angels coming in for Rudy May, who reaches fatigue here in the 7th. And here's Bill Melton now, with Hansen on first, 1 out. And the pitch to Melton. 1-8. Grounds it to second, double play. Hansen was not being held. And the side is retired. But 2 runs did the damage. May 2 earned runs, 1 unearned. It's 3-1 now. And here's John now to hold on to the lead. Jim Spencer to lead it off. Here's Tommy John now. The wind up, the pitch to Spencer. That's 1-5 left-handed. It's a base hit to right. And again, Tommy's first endurance is next inning, the 8th. Spencer gets a base hit. And that'll bring up Joe Askew. Tatum is warming. He pitched in this game in real world. What the hell? He's their best. Here's John now from the stretch, and the pitch to Askew. 6-6 right-handed. And that is a double down the line for Askew. Spencer goes to third. A 6-6 right-handed double, 1-9. It was a 3. And look at that. The Angels now have something going here. And there'll be a hitter for Eddie Fisher, who pitched 2/3 on a double play ball. Let's see who's going to hit here. Tatum will come in. Ken Tatum warming. Look at that card. Lord. They have a piss-poor bench, a real piss-poor bench, but Billy Cowan will come in, a right-handed hitter. Billy Cowan facing John. Second and third, nobody out. Here's John now. The pitch to Cowan. That's 3-2. Oh, and he grounds it to third, holding the runners. He would have been hit by a right-hander. That's 1 out. And here's Sandy Alomar. They sure could use a base hit here from Alomar. It's a 3-1 ball game, White Sox. John from the stretch and the pitch to Alomar. That's 5-4. Right-handed. Oh, fly ball left field. And Williams makes the catch. And the runners hold. It was hit shallow. That's 2 away. They had second and third, no outs. It's 2 outs now. Here's Jay Johnstone. Big hand for Jay. Clutch situation for Jay Johnstone here. Tommy John now. And the pitch to Johnstone. 3-7, left-handed, and he flies it to center field. A can of corn for Ken Berry. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. So how do you like that? Tough break there for the Angels. They had second and third, nobody out. And John got out of it. And after 7, it's still a 3-1 ball game. New pitcher now, Ken Tatum. As we move to the top of the 8th. Oh. It's a great Tatum card. It really is, Steve. It really, my Lord, look at that card. Look at those numbers. Tatum taking his warm-ups, trying to keep the Angels in this ball game. He was used in real world. We're going to use him in this game. So Tatum is ready now. He's a right-hander. Top of the 8th. And Don Pavlitic, was it his best season? Yeah, I bet. Here's Pavlitic, 1 for 3. Tatum is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Pavlitic. That is 4-7 right-handed, and he walked him off of Tatum's card. So Pavlitic is on. Here's Buddy Bradford. Gonna get some coffee here. This is the final coffee. Okay, Tatum from the stretch facing Bradford, 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Bradford. 6-7 right-handed, popped it up to short. Third, I'm sorry. Rodriguez under it, 1 down. And here's Bobby Knopp. Here's Tatum. And the pitch to Knopp. That's 6-8. Fly ball left. Reichert makes the catch, 2 outs. And here's Ken Berry. 2 outs with Pavlicek on first after a walk. .69 right-handed, grounds to short X. Fregosi, 222. Whoa, it's an S1. Oh, E22. 6-11-12. It is a base hit. An S1. And Pavlicek will go to second. How do you like that? So it's first and second, 2 outs. 2 outs single by Berry, and here comes Tommy John. Tatum now. The pitch to John. 5-10, right-handed, grounds it to third. Rodriguez takes it on 1 hop, throws it over to Spencer, and the side is retired. So it's no runs. The single, the walk, both left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-1 White Sox, and how we will remember that the Angels had second and third no outs last inning and didn't score. Tommy John on the mound. Here's Fregosi now. Here's John, the windup and the pitch to Fregosi. That's 3-8, and it's a base hit by Fregosi to lead it off. This is John's first endurance inning. Murphy warming in the White Sox bullpen. He pitched in this game in real world. I think it's Danny Murphy, yes, and he's got a good card himself, even though he only pitched 31 innings. It was a 1-0 win by the Angels in this game in real world. Danny Murphy is warming. And here's Rick Reichert. He is the tying run at the plate. Here's John now from the stretch. The pitch to Reichert. That is 1-8. Left-handed, struck him out. Number 6 for John. And here's Bubba Morton now. From the stretch, John, and the pitch to Morton. 2-6, left-handed, walked him. Now the tying runs are on base, first and second, 1 out. It was a 2-6 left-handed. One more hitter walk. John is fatigued. And here's Aurelio Rodriguez. 0 for 3 today. Tommy John now from the stretch. And the pitch to Rodriguez. That's 6-9 right-handed. It's a fly ball to center. And under it is Berry. He makes the catch. And the runners hold. 2 outs. And Jim Spencer in a clutch situation. He was in a clutch situation in the 4th and knocked Morton home, the only run in this game for the Angels. He's in a big one here now. 2 outs. Morton on first, Fregosi on second. John 1 hit and or walk away from fatigue. Here's the pitch to Spencer. That's 2-7, left-handed, popped it up to second. And Knopp makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs. 1 hit, a walk, both left. And John still has endurance. We're heading to the 9th now. Ken Tatum has pitched 1 2/3. His endurance is 3. It'll be the top of the order for the White Sox. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Askew, most likely a pinch hitter for Tatum, and then Alomar. Here's Tatum now. The pitch to Williams. 6'9", right-handed, grounds to short X. Fregosi, 222. (11-14-22). And he throws him out. 1 down. Here's Aparicio. Louis is 1 for 2. A sacrifice bunt, walked and scored on the error by May. Flew to left and doubled, came home. On the big single by Ron Hansen, which has made all the difference here. Here's Tatum now, and the pitch to Aparicio. 6'2", right-handed, popped it up to short for Fregosi, 2 outs. And here's Ron Hansen. Tatum into his windup, and the pitch to Hansen. That's 1-3. And he pops it up behind the plate. And Askew makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tatum. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th now, folks. Can't say that the Angels haven't had their chances. They've had 2nd and 3rd in each of the last 2 innings. In the 7th, with no outs, they had actually 2 runners on. I'm sorry. 2 runners on, 1st and 3rd in the 8th with 1 out, and have come up empty-handed. Here's Joe Askew to lead it off. John trying to finish it up. 2 hits and or walks. He is fatigued. Here's John now. The pitch to Askew. 5'9", right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 7th for Tommy John. And there'll be a hitter here for Ken Tatum. 6-7. Actually, that was Fisher, yeah. He pitched 2 innings. Let's see what's going to be. They got very slim pickings here on the bench. Very slim, I'm telling you, especially against left-handers. People hitting under 200. We'll go with Lou Johnson. That's the best you have for right-handed hitters. 203 average. I believe he played on the Dodgers, didn't he, before this? Here's Lou Johnson stepping in with 1 out and nobody on. Tommy John into his windup and the pitch. That's 6-8 right-handed. He grounds it to short for Aparicio, and he throws it to Hansen at first. It's 2 outs. Tommy John 1 out away from the complete game win. And here's Sandy Alomar with 2 outs, nobody on. Sandy switch hitter batting right. Tommy into his windup. The pitch to Alomar. 6-8, right-handed, grounds it to short. Aparicio throws it over to Hansen, and the ball game is over. Final, White Sox 3, Angels 1. Tough break for the Angels on having opportunities. John gets the win. He went all the way, his 11th of the season. He pitched 9 innings. Complete game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Allowed 8 hits. He walked 2, struck out 7, and allowed only 1 run. The loss goes to Rudy. The final line, White Sox 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. California 1 run, out hitting the White Sox and losing 8 hits and 1 error. And that out hitting may speak to the fact that in the 7th and the 8th they had opportunities, especially in the 7th, 2nd and 3rd, no outs. And Tommy John shut them down. That'll do it. We'll put this one in the books. And our next game will be Baltimore at Detroit. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you, Steve Aquilon. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you all next time. Thanks a lot, Steve.